Hello Capricorn, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Lisa, this is Rooted Souls Tarot and this is your weekly tarot reading. Don't forget this is for you whenever you pop in, whenever you come across this reading, it is meant for you for the next 7 to 10 days. So we've got these lovely Collect, Baron, Read, Spirit, Animal, Oracle cards. Give them a little bit of a shuffle and we'll find you a couple of cards and we'll delve into the tarot and see what is going on there. So we have Sandpiper Spirit, Deer Spirit. So the Sandpiper Spirit says be playful. So that's good advice. Maybe connect with your inner child this week. What would your inner child like to do? Would they like to go swimming? Would they like to go and lay in the sunshine? Would they just like to keep life simple and not get dragged into any dramas? All about keeping things easy and light and bright and sparkly this week. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. So sort of similar, running on the same themes, isn't it? It's just taking a bit of a hands-off approach, not being very heavy-handed with anybody or anything this week. I think this week for you, Capricorn, is all about keeping things simple and not overcomplicating things. So let's have a little bit of a look at what's going on in your world with the cards. We've got the Light Seers deck here. I'm going to take these because these feel like they're for you. Right, we've got the Three of Pentacles, I've got the Page of Wands, I've got the Wheel. Excuse me. I've got the Six of Wands, Swords even, and the Ace of Swords. So this Three of Pentacles speaks of collaboration. Teamwork makes the dream work. I love this card. It's all about bringing people together. So maybe it is that you need a little bit of a helping hand with something at home. So, you know, you're not maybe a plasterer, so you're going to get a plasterer in to help you with that. And maybe you need a carpet laying, so you're going to get a carpet fitter in and they're going to do that for you. That's the sort of energy this is. It's about, you know, bringing other people in to help you with a project. So whether that is a home project, whether that is a work project, whether that is a love project, whether that is health, whatever, you know, you're looking to others with different skills to you this week that are going to be important and helpful throughout your week. I don't know what's wrong with me. I cannot seem to shuffle, so I apologise in advance. Right, let's have a couple of cards to go with that. Have that one, the Hermit, and we'll have that one, the Magician. So maybe it is not in your natural personality to want to accept any help. Maybe you're the sort of person that's very independent and wants to do things themselves and be, you know, maybe control a situation yourself. But this week, there's something that you know, this is important. Other people are important, and I'm thinking that maybe you're going to be a little bit reluctant, shall we say, to involve those people in what's going on. But I think you need to sort of dig a little bit deeper in why that is. Look within yourself and figure out actually why do I feel that way, and maybe you'll come to the conclusion that actually, you know, you need to accept some help. You need to learn to delegate in some way. We've got the Magician there. The Magician, he's a card of having all the tools you need to do the job in hand. So that can sound a little bit contradictory when I'm saying, you know, you need to accept some help, but also having the tool of being able to delegate is a really strong tool. Particularly, you know, I've worked for myself for a lot of years, and it took me a long time to actually realise that actually I can't do everything on my own. In order to function in a really powerful way, delegation is a really, really good skill. And so I think maybe that's something that you're learning this week, that maybe, you know, you can't do everything on your own. And yes, it's a sign of strength to ask for some help. It's a sign of strength to delegate a particular job to somebody else. So I think this is where it's all about not taking things too seriously, because I feel like you're quite serious about this at the start of the week, whatever it is, whatever project it is is that you've got going on. Maybe it's your health, maybe it's your work, maybe it's your, you know, your finances. Sometimes we just need to relinquish control and to trust that other people can help and support us. So we've got that Page of Wands there. Page of Wands is about lightening up. To me, this card it just screams, lighten the hell up. So, not that I'm meaning you at all this week, Capricorn, but just generally. I think it's all about keeping things simple, lightening up, not getting too stressed about things, just going with the flow. We've got the Four of Wands there. They're having fun. They're going with the flow. They're creating something and building something, you know, worth having. They're building strong foundations for the future, but they're having fun while they're doing it. They're not taking things too seriously. You know, life's a journey, not a destination, isn't it? I love that saying because it's so true. So even though that you're going through some stuff, and you know, maybe you're trying to create something, trying to build something that is quite serious. You don't have to be completely serious about doing it. You know, it's all about your energy, isn't it? So maybe the need to lighten up is big for you this week, Capricorn. That be playful, just let your hair down and just be freer. I feel like everything, I mean, who can blame you? Life's been very serious, hasn't it? The start of this year it's been a bit of a shit show, if we're all being honest, hasn't it? And it's been quite difficult. And so I think it'd be very easy to be really focused on being extremely serious, but now's the time I think that you need to just let go a little bit. Eight of Swords there. That's you tying yourself up in mental knots. Procrastinating, maybe a little bit of self-sabotage, maybe just over-analysing things. And I think this is the reason why you're needing to let loose. You know, like Eight of Swords, I can totally relate. This card was invented for me. In fact, I have it pretty much every spread I do for myself. So it's just about letting go and trying to have a little bit of fun. I think for you this week, Capricorn, I think that's just really, really important. And not stamping through the week, heavy-footed. Don't forget that, dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. I think if we try and control the situations too much, it often has an adverse effect, doesn't it? I think this week for you particularly, it's going to be really important for you to go with the flow, to just see where things flow naturally rather than trying to direct them. And trying to control which way things are going. I think it's really hands-off approach this week because things will work out the way that they're meant to if you just let them work themselves out naturally. We've got the wheel there. The wheel is the Wheel of Fortune, obviously. It's about things starting to shift, the energy starting to move, and things starting to move into a different cycle, into a different phase, into a more positive phase, a fated phase even, one that, you know, is leading you towards your destiny, to, you know, the thing that you're meant to be doing. But I feel like the wheel, it's not had you shoving it, it's not had you putting any energy into it, it's moving on its own because it's time. Oh, it's time. Death and rebirth. There you go. Justice. So it's the ending of a situation. It's the ending and the beginning of something new. So that wheel is turning. Things are starting to shift. Things are starting to change. And you're having a brand new rebirth in one area of your life, whatever that is for you, because it's a general reading, as I said earlier. So something different for everybody. Don't forget, if you like this reading, on that note, leave me a comment down below. I'd love to know what's going on with you. Also, it'd be great if you could give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, it'd be amazing to have you as part of this little community that I'm trying to build. Changes, things are shifting for you, Capricorn. Justice. Things are starting to find balance. Things are starting to work out the right way, the way that they're intended to. Like I said, I feel very much that this next part of the year is going to be about you. Excuse me, I've got hiccups there. That is going to be about you getting on your fated path. Ooh, interesting. Right, we've got the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords tells us that things are going to start mentally feeling better, feeling less stressful, less chaotic, finding more peace, more serenity in your head. The Page of Cups. Again, very, very innocent energy, very... just take things as it comes, going with the flow, going with the energy, leading maybe from your heart this week. You know, listening to your heart. What's your heart? Where's it taking you? What does it want to say? Maybe a new passion, a new love is going to come into play for you this week. You're going to find something that makes you happy, or find that realization that something, you know, makes you happy moving forward. And then we've got the King of Wands to go with that. So that this calmer, more peaceful mind, it's freeing you up to move forwards in a more courageous way, in a more powerful way, moving towards the things that make you happy, the things that bring you joy, the things that bring you passion, and just going with the flow in an open-hearted kind of way. And I think this is all down to the shift, the new cycle that's beginning for you. We've got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is that light at the end of the tunnel. It is breakthrough energy, starting to see things clearly with clarity. Got the Ten of Cups there. Happiness, contentment, love, security, stability. And the Six of Wands. Being noticed, winning. It's a card of victory. So I think as things are starting to shift, because clearly you know you've got the Wheel and the Death Rebirth card, things are starting to shift, things are starting to change, and it's not an overnight thing, it's a transition, isn't it? So I think you are starting to see things in a different way, in a clearer, more concise way, which is making you happy. It's making you happy. It's making you feel like you're winning. It's sending you in the right direction. And I just think this is all because you're going with the flow. You're not taking things too seriously. You're taking a step back. You're not trying to control where things are going and being, you know, really micromanaging your week. I think because you're going with the flow this week, you're opening yourself up to this transition, this change, and setting you off on your destined path. So I hope that's been helpful, Capricorn. It's quite short and sweet, but I hope we've covered everything there. Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you on any level. I'd love to know. But in the meantime, you look after yourself. You stay rooted, stay open, stay magical, and I will catch up again with you very, very soon.